Well, the Waterbury Public School District is moving to a half-day schedule for the remainder of this week for several schools. It is all in an effort to provide some relief in the midst of the staffing shortage. Now, here are the schools that are impacted by this. Waterbury Career Academy and Waterbury Arts Magnet School will be dismissed at 11:20 today. Now, Crosby, Kennedy, Wilby, Enlightenment, and State Street programs all get out at 1:50 today. Wallace, West Side, and North End middle schools are going to be dismissed at 11:50. And for pre-K, Bucks Hill Annex, full day is getting out at 1:45. The morning session gets out at 11, the afternoon session out at 1:45. Now, the district says the schools are going to provide grab-and-go breakfasts and lunches for students as a result of these changes. Any school not listed, if I didn't mention it right there, well, those schools are going to follow the current full-day schedule. Joining us right now to talk about these changes, what's being done to help with the staffing shortage, Darren Schwartz from the Chief Academic Officer at Waterbury Public Schools is joining us. And staffing, hiring, it's a problem all across the country. It's not just Waterbury that's struggling with this. So what is Waterbury doing to relieve the staffing shortage?
Yeah, thank you and good morning. Yeah, we're obviously, as you said earlier, we're looking at our schedules differently. We, for a while there, we were in a good groove, going to school every day, full day. And obviously this new variant has changed the calculus for us. And so with about 241 staff positives and over 340 staff calling in out today, we had to look at our how we do business differently. And so restructuring the scheduling does give some relief for staffing within the schools. It also gives us different transportation times and different transportation runs for our buses, gets kids into school on time and home on time.
And it keeps kids in the classroom, which we have heard time and time again is so critical. We know last year was so difficult for the kids being remote.
Absolutely. You know, the whole point here is to keep school going, to keep kids safe, keep staff safe, and to keep kids in school. And so this allows us to do that on a different schedule, but it allows us to see kids every day. It also allows us to have some of our largest comprehensive schools to transition right into those after-school activities that we know are so important for them. And so those later start schools allow students to get out at 1:50 and take part in varsity sports and other clubs and activities, which is really important for their socialization and social emotional well-being.
Now, Darren, I know you're working closely with the Department of Education. What is the Department of Ed doing to help support Waterbury in filling these positions?
Yeah, the State Department's been great. We actually met with them yesterday as a team to just go over not just this plan, but is there anything else that we can be doing? We met with several members of their team and talked about some different staffing ideas that we could take advantage of. But basically, they're there as a thought partner as we work through this, and you know they're the glue that connects all districts together. And so sometimes they share those best practices that other districts are doing as well. And so they've been a great partner, great support as we work through these issues.
Now, Darren, one last question. As a mom of four, I have to ask probably a lot of parents out there are asking, what's going to happen with the end of the year? Are these hours, are these half days going to have to be made up in the summer? Or, you know, is it going to bleed over into what would have been summer vacation?
Yes. That's a great question. Everyone, you know, always makes their summer vacation plans pretty early, and they're wondering that now, I'm sure. And so the great news is that the half days, as long as we're going in as the times that we have right now, those count for full school days. We're providing students with some additional learning outside of those school hours, but they do count as full days. They will not need to be made up at the end of the year. And so for right now, those summer plans can stay.
All right, good news for a lot of parents out there. I know they're already planning. Darren, thanks for being with us. We know that's a struggle nationwide, especially there in Waterbury, and we know you're doing your best to fill those positions and keep our kids in the classroom.